the world was once saved by a name everyone knew, Sung Jinwoo. But peace was never meant to last forever. The gates began to tremble. And this time, what stepped out were no longer the familiar monsters. At the center of it all was a new name. A hunter no one had ever heard of. Yet within his blood flowed the legacy of shadow. And when that power awakened, Ragnarok had officially begun. This is chapters 1 and 2 of Solo Leveling Ragnarok. In the primordial dawn, before time existed, darkness stretched endlessly. The supreme beings existed, neither born nor destroyed. Silently, they created the universes, until one god fell, and order began to crack. They gathered, no, grief. A masterless power drifted through the void. Ambition rose, whoever reached it first would claim it. A race among supreme entities began in a small world. Sunlight fell upon a schoolyard. Suho announced he had been accepted into Korea Arts University. Surprise, envy. Lee Yoon-kil clenched his fist. He stepped closer, smirking. Mocking words fell. He mentioned Suho's missing parents. 2 girls frowned softly. That's too much. Suho deliberately said his name wrong. He wasn't worth remembering. Yoon-chil lost control and lunged. Suho struck first. Yoon-chil was knocked back. Blood dripped onto the floor. He laughed darkly. Power erupted. Blue and purple collided. The hallway exploded. Students fled in panic. Yoon-chil stood amid the wreckage. He had awakened. Suho sat on the floor, eyes cold. 2 years later, Suho was now a sophomore. But the world had changed. Gates tore through the sky. Monsters poured out. Humans awakened mana. Hunters were born. The strong rose, the weak remained behind. Suho had not awakened. In art class, he held his brush. Why this image? The teacher praised his focus. I only draw what I see. But when he looked again at the painting, on the canvas stood a shadowy ant. The silhouette of Sung Jinwoo flashed in his mind. An alarm rang out. A Darank dungeon had appeared. Hunters had been inside for 8 hours with no return. The crowd trembled in fear. Another gate. A shockwave swept through. Civilians' eyes glowed. This wasn't a normal dungeon break. A colossal entity emerged. It landed at the lecture building. Glass shattered. The monster stormed inside. Students screamed. A girl was trapped. Suho told them to run and turned away too. But a sob made him stop. If it were father, Suho clenched his fist, turned back. The fire extinguisher flew toward the monster. And a voice echoed in his mind. Hidden quests, the courage of the weak. The dream began long ago. Back then, everything felt like a game. On the first floor, Suho had nothing. The system granted him an earring attack glove. A monster lunged forward, a shadow with sharp fangs and glowing eyes. No fear. He charged ahead. The punch hurt, but the monster staggered back. Each floor was a fight for survival. The higher he climbed, the stronger the enemies became. Whenever he fell, a cold notification appeared. Level up. His body strengthened, power surged within him. No glory needed. Just enough strength to not be left behind. Suho reached the top floor. Absolute silence filled the space. A lone figure stood there, holding a massive weapon. The crushing presence made it hard to breathe. Did you enjoy the game? It was his father, Sung Jinwoo. It was all training. The dream ended. Reality began. Back in the present, the flame mist advanced, violet-blue energy swirling around it. Suho rushed forward. He smashed the fire extinguisher down with all his strength. Metal clashed with a sharp, piercing sound. The monster remained standing. Death felt close. A flash of light burst forth. Glass shattered. Everything froze. Time stopped. Time stopped. Suho remembered the dream. Except power exploded through his body. His eyes gleamed brilliant blue. He threw a punch. No longer a desperate student, but a newly awakened player. The flame mist was torn apart, disintegrating into ashes. But another shadow lunged forward. Claws slashed across his chest. Suho staggered, realizing the risk of transformation. Longevity activated. The toxin was cleansed. He rose, calm this time. Energy erupted. His counterattacks were relentless. Cracks spread across the floor. The final blow descended. The shockwave pierced through the monster's body, crushing it into ashes. Amid the ruins, Suho breathed heavily. I won. I won. Power flowed through every vein. He was no longer weak. He was a player, the son of Sung Jinwoo. Suho leaped out of the shattered window, plunging into the night. The real battle had just begun.